Oh, let me go ahead and do this.
Ah, yes, we are live. The one time for the one time. Nolo, what is
You.
the question of the week, my good sir?
All right, so we all were all watching on Wednesday for Kendrick's pop out show. So I know it may be hard for someone to do such a thing, but if you could pick an artist and a city, where would you want someone to do like a show like that at?
Hmm.
Oof. Sheesh, man. Oh man. I don't know. I seem like Trick Daddy need to do something in Florida, man. It's been like that. That would be monument. Or maybe T.I. in Atlanta. I'm going T.I. You know, words and shit. You know what I mean? They put on the words together, say, yo, peace.
I'm gonna go with just because like I know they got an album coming out, and I feel like it's a real possibility. But I'm gonna go with Eclipse performing. Like if they could, like ideally, if they could perform at like the Norva, like a little local shit, that would shut the city down. That would shut the city down. Just pure coke raps and just negativity. That exactly how I like my hip hop.
Louis Vuitton sprinkled in.
Just a little dabble here and there.
Yeah.
Damn, I think you could get that shit done with Outkast in Atlanta. If Outkast came out of retirement and they did a concert like that in Atlanta, man, and did that live like that, man, I think that you'd be able to get numbers like that, especially with Andre coming out of like. Last time Andre did a concert, it was kind of wild. They was like, "Yo, this nigga can't play the flute in real life."
I thought that shit was dope. Like I would have been locked in. I would have been like, let's fucking go.
You know how high I would have been to enjoy that.
You couple them edibles, you know what I'm saying? She'd be like, yo, this nigga's a fucking genius, nigga.
This is the best thing I've ever heard.
People not going to shows for the right reasons. Like, why are you going to jazz? Why are you going to a jazz festival sober? That's what I want to know.
Oh, yeah, you gotta have some shrooms or something.
That's
like,
what I'm...
like when the shroom chocolate bars must be like, ooh.
You think Miles Davis was sober anytime he performed?
Absolutely, of course not.
Over anything outside of 15 years old and up, man.
Oh shit! Absolutely not.
Yo, they say that nigga was. They say that nigga was trash after he got sober. I was like, damn, man.
I have his book, his autobiography, and he deliberately said he was like, I got clean and the passion went away. So
shit ain't fun no more.
Hey. Sometimes the inspiration comes from it. That's what helps, bro.
Hey, exactly what Meek said right here. Hot spoon
drugs.
That's Miles Davis.
Shout out to Mika, man.
Hey, but let's go ahead and hit this intro real quick. Yes, sir. We are live, volume 167 of the Black Guy Wrestling Podcast. How is everybody doing this wonderful, Sunday? Yeah, Sunday evening. Yes. And let's not even waste no time because we got a couple of legends in the building. So coming in first. Oh, yes, sir. We in the flower giving business. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, this is what we do.
Yes, sir. So coming in first, it is the poetic professor, Scotland Underwood.
Coming in second, it is your boy Solo Nolo Green.
The good homie Chaz will be tapping in a little bit later. You know, he'll pop up with the flicker and everything. And special shout out, special happy birthday to our man DMac. He's out there celebrating in Las Vegas. So
having a time, winning on the slot machines,
melting.
Yeah, collecting coins. Yeah. But like I said, we don't do guests on this podcast. We do co-hosts, and we have 2 legends on the building. This has actually been a week-long thing. You know what I mean? This past Wednesday on the watch list, we had the homie Graham. Now we got the next 2 brothers on the docket. As I said Wednesday, if we were to take a podcast and you throw it in the dictionary and you put right next to it the most consistent, the most prolific, the standard bearers for wrestling podcasts, it is this group right here. These boys have literally redefined what it is to be a wrestling podcast. They have redefined the way you do social media as a wrestling podcast. If you were to look once again on the number 1 docket, especially in our community, it's these boys right here. And like I said, I could give them flowers this entire program, but them gentlemen got stuff they got to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, bring it to BGW. We got my man CJ, my man Benny, the Public Enemies podcast, my brethren. What is going on with y'all today?
God damn, that's an intro for the Grant gonna be mad as hell. He didn't get to hear all this good shit, man. You know what I'm saying to him? Like, I hope not, because I want to laugh at him and rub it in his face. Like, this is man. Appreciate you having us on, man. Like,
yeah, man.
You gotta stick
long
together.
Time
Man.
coming,
We all
man.
one group. We're one group, you know what I'm saying? We're one family, one band, one sound.
Oh, without question. Like I said, this has been a long time coming. You know what I mean? We have, you know what I mean? Like, I think y'all started a little bit before us, but like I said, y'all have literally reshaped. You know what I mean? I'll be the first one to say I've been inspired by y'all boys many moons and many times, and still do. So, you know, before we actually get locked into the graps and everything like that, and for anybody that may be tapping in, they may not know who y'all are. I highly doubt that. But for anybody that doesn't, if y'all gentlemen can just give a quick introduction to who y'all are and who is Public Enemies podcast.
CJ been here first. CJ was here before me. I'll let CJ tell it.
Hey, man. Shoot, it was just a brainchild of something that, you know what I'm saying, Graham hit your boy up, was like, yo, I think we should do a podcast. And like, I was at a very, very, very bad point in my life at that time. And I was like, yo, I need to do something. And we just started it, man. We used to go to Graham's house. We had like a baby microphone on an iPhone, and we plug it in and then do it right off of there. And then we would just fueled off of marijuana and candy and Hennessy. And
that sounds beautiful.
It does.
Just being ourselves, man. We didn't even know that other people existed like us. So we just wanted to give another perspective and give them the rest of how I would want to hear it. You know what I mean? And then Ben was like, yo, man, I like y'all. And I was like, yo, man, I don't like you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what Then Ben was like, Ben just slide right in, you know what I'm saying? Like the good third man. And I'm just like, it's just like, yo, this is the perfect 3-man weave. And yeah, man. And now I'm tagging in the Ben.
Yeah, facts. Because like around that time, I think it was maybe about 3 years ago.
Yeah,
I got a message from Graham because I've been like a supporter of the podcast, and I would tell people about it and everything like that. And so one day Graham hit me up. He was like, "Hey, you want to run the socials?" I was like, "Hell yeah, nigga, I'll do that shit for free." I was like, "Yo, you only got ass." And I was doing the socials for maybe about maybe a month or two, and Graham was like, "Hey, what are your Wednesday nights looking like?" And then we just been going from there. So it wasn't like. It took I'm not gonna lie and say like it didn't take an adjustment period for us to find like, okay, what is the 3-man weave that we're looking for? But once we found it, like we were just ready. We were just going, man. Cause like these guys, like I used to listen to them before, and CJ had it exactly right. I listened to them because I was like, okay, this is wrestling being talked about the way that I want to listen to it. Like I found out about different like black wrestling podcasts through Jobber Tears. Shout out to Jobber Tears. I didn't know there were that many black podcasts in the space. I had no clue until I started listening to them, because like most of the time you hear like what middle-aged white men talking about wrestling, talking about things they don't like. They're not focusing on like the culture, nothing else like that. But when I heard like you guys too, like I was like, okay. And especially I was like, these some Virginia niggas too? I was like, yeah. I was like, yo, I found my people.
No, it was, you know, obviously, like it was the same thing for us, because like obviously, you know, a lot of people know like Black Guy Wrestling Podcast, that was just a placeholder because we were gonna figure out a name, but we were like, oh man, we're gonna be pioneers of this shit. Like there's probably no black wrestling podcast that we lock in. It's like, oh, we like the 30th on the block.
Oh,
like,
there's so many. There's so I do like how like the stories are similar. Like we was all just like, oh yeah, man, we need niggas actually talking about wrestling.
you know,
And there can't be that many niggas talking about wrestling. They get in the
Exactly.
like, they be like, oh, we are not. Oh shit, there's more of us.
you know, I guess like the main question I really want to ask y'all, because I know y'all talked about it, but like for being on our platform, like did y'all like prophesize the success that y'all would ultimately, like, especially like right now, like y'all are looked at very much as the premier wrestling podcast? Like, did y'all, was obviously there was a goal in mind, but like, did y'all see it going the way that it eventually did?
That
Ben
nigga
knows. Ben knows.
That
He
nigga
was.
did.
I would
That
say
nigga
that
did.
we were the best in the world since episode 1 off the Little Mike. I was like, man, ain't nobody better than us, cuz. Sometimes you just got to manifest it. I just really believed in what we was doing. I bless you. Somebody like if one other person listened to this other than us, then I'm cool. You know what I mean? But then you got like, you got to get, you say, think bigger. And then yeah, man, like it just, I don't know, man. It still surprised me. Like I always get like just like, yo, man, I can't believe they really fuck with us like that. Like shit. What was it, Ben? When we get clipped? When we get clipped that time? When we got clipped
that
the
was
first one?
2021.
Yeah, 2021. Yeah.
I remember. I was like, damn, bro.
But that was like 2 days after my birthday. It was like 2 days after my birthday, and I was like, man, we gonna come back bigger than ever, and da-da-da-da. And then it was like,
Nigga,
I
did
want to
you?
hear that shit. Like, I want to hear that shit right now.
I'm gonna be honest. When he said that shit, I was like, "Shut up, nigga! I don't want to hear that right now."
I understand. But then they're just like,
Hey man,
it really did.
I was telling Graham on Wednesday that I was like, yo, it's an amazing thing how y'all had like crazy success, then get clipped, and then said they ain't gonna stop nothing, skyrocket.
Yeah, man. And I gotta think there were people who really helped us out, try to get our name back out there after all that happened. Especially Seahawk and We Love Wrestling. Yo, man.
Rest in peace.
That guy.
Rest in peace.
That guy, man. Like I remember he messaged us and he was like, yo, y'all good? And retweeted everything that we had that we put out after that. And when we get our name back out there, man.
yeah, man. It was just a lot of love. Like we just didn't like, yo, motherfucker, everybody who was like, damn, this is really something. Like that's when I was like, oh, okay. Now I'm really ready to rock. So yeah.
Thanks.
Here we are. We really appreciate you.
One time for Trey, man. One time for Trey.
Great guy, man. And because like I remember I see that man, like he would be doing like interviews with independent wrestlers I never heard of, and then you flash forward a year and a half, and you said, "Oh shit, that's he on Dynamite now." And he just did an interview with him, was talking about him, and he did all this shit for free, didn't promote nobody, not promote anybody, didn't ask for money, didn't try to get anything from it. He just wanted to see the uplifting and the building up of Black independent wrestlers and like Black like podcasters and everything like that. Like he was really about that building up of the community, because I think he saw what a lot of other people saw, is that this is not just a niche sort of thing. Like Black voices in this space is not just like something that just just going to die and go away. It's something that's being built up. You see people getting like deals now. They getting sponsorships. They getting money off of this, and it's something beautiful to see. Because at first, didn't nobody give a fuck about black people in wrestling, black people talking about wrestling. You got people like I remember when they talked about Swerve becoming champion. They were like, nah, Swerve, when we was all talking about like, okay, they need a black champion AEW. They said, well, you can have that in like 10, 15 years, 20 years, because they had waited however long in WWE, and everybody was like, fuck that. We want that sooner. Mm-hmm. So I think our voices, you guys, a lot of other black wrestling podcasts, our voices are important. And Trey was one of the pioneers of that, and made me see that. I was like, damn. I was like, if he's doing that all for free, I know he has a passion for it.
Yeah.
Love the game, man. And we know a lot of you wrestlers is watching our shit too, because we know we hear y'all saying our shit. So yeah. Don't deny that either. Black voices, we see it, yeah. So, man.
And look, the work y'all do on the WWE on Fox account just is top. Killing that shit, man.
Hey, nobody knows the secret, bro. We know the secret, but it's all good.
We're not beating the allegations, dog. Like we're not beating. Bro. Is this y'all? Nah. Is this y'all?
And the wild part is, them niggas did this shit. I know they see this shit, like people in the podcast, like, yo, is this y'all? This nigga was like quoted the tweet with the Spider-Man meme. I'm like, y'all ain't gonna never let me live this shit down.
Yo, come on, Fox.
Oh man. But look, we got a lot of graps to talk about this week, so let's not even waste no time. I tried to put pictures up, but my computer kept messing up, so we using the power of the imagination. But starting out, the Wyatt Sick6 pulled up on Monday night.
That shit. Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because at first I was like, Wyatt Sick, like that don't make no sense, but it's a dope little play. Now I'll be the first to admit that, especially last year, I was not the biggest fan of Uncle Howdy and the activities that was going on. I thought that shit was terrible. I did think it was lifeless. I didn't see what they were going with it. And I think it also has to do with, like, obviously the storyline got cut short because Bray got sick. So we really never got to see what the version that they were going for Uncle Howdy, right? Fast forward to now, you know what I mean? Obviously, Bray Wyatt's no longer here, but the legacy lives on, and it's in this group right here. And the first thing I want to mention is that we've went from supernatural to straight up murder. And I think that's the most important change. So starting out, we'll start with CJ. The presentation of the Wyatt Sick6, bodies been left around, people getting shot in the head. How we feeling about it so far?
Yeah, the massacre. You know what I mean? Like, yo, it's like if you want to just change it to massacre, like that's what I like you were saying, man. Like just like straight from like supernatural to like, nah, man, I got a hammer, cuz. I got a hammer, me. I just hit this motherfucker with this hammer. That's why they're down. Like, what'd you do? Like, I had this hammer and I would just hit niggas in the head with it. What would you do? I was just choking people. You know what I'm saying? Just choking people when they weren't looking. And it just like it's like, even though it is scary, it feels real. Cause like Nikki Cross said it. Like, I hope this is like, I'm more excited for her. Like, because like the way she just came, I'm just like, cause this is her bag. Like, I remember when she was in NXT, I'm just like, yo, I was like when she just went around biting the ropes and shit. And so like just the whole little shot, and yeah, like you said, you know what I'm saying? Fucking poor Gable got Domington, you know what I mean? Right with slump, man. Like an extra in Bad Boys 4. Like, that shit was fucking insane. And I'm just like, yo, this laid everybody. And then there was smoking shit. So you still had a little supernatural. And like, I think for a debut, especially with people that had high expectations, I think if you were gonna not like it, you were not gonna like it anyway. But I think it lived up to the expectations just for a debut per se.
Do you think there was a lot of pressure? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is a lot. Like, people love Bray Wyatt. People love the stuff that Bray Wyatt was doing. So for his brother to be the one to like carry on the mantle, do you feel like Do you feel like people were putting unrealistic expectations on him, or do you think that he just was like, nah, this is my brother. I'm locked in. This is what I'm going to do, and we're going to execute it.
Oh man, I think he had that little buffer in there. Like, well, I am picking up for my brother, so I think they were going to give him a little bit of leeway anyway, just to be like, oh, okay, well, you're doing the best that you can. I think that's why it took so long, because like they've been showing the QR codes and shit for months, and I think they were just like really trying to let it breathe and stuff, because they already released who was going to be in the group before that. Like, so we kind of knew and had an idea, but I think he delivered, man. I think the hardest part is from now. Like, now what are you going to do? So
CJ,
I'm excited.
Or Benny, what do you think, man? Like, how do you obviously, like, who do you think is going to be the standout person in this group? Because like CJ, I agree. I think Nikki Cross is going to like take this to, like, I've already put her above Alexa Bliss in this role easily. So who do you think is going to take the reins and run with it?
I'm not gonna lie. I can't like, I respect the Nikki Cross, and I know she's gonna kill in this thing. I can't bet on Nikki Cross anymore. I bet on, like, when she was Nikki Ash. Damn. I was like, this shit is gonna skyrocket. Kids gonna be buying a mask and superhero shit. I was like, they got Marvel out here. This is gonna be big, and I was let down. So I can't bet on that no more. But I think Joe Gacy is gonna stand out a lot in this group. I think Joe Gacy has the best in-ring ability. We see that he's able to carry himself when it comes to that kind of like off-balance sort of character, what he was doing in NXT. A lot of people compared it to Bray Wyatt when he was down there, and they were like, yo, you Bray Wyatt Jr. over here doing this shit with his group and everything like that. But I love the presentation, and like you guys said, it's the debut is amazing. It's the same thing like when Bray Wyatt came back and had his run when he first started with the Uncle Howdy shit. It's like, yo, the easy part is coming in. The hard part is maintaining the attention of the fans and playing off of that, because like, yo, we already know with this type of character, and especially like with sort of like you're walking a line of spooky shit, that shit can either go from like excellent shit to campy shit really, really quick. So I think a lot of people, I think we gotta grade this on a curve, like going forward for a little bit until they get their footing and kind of decide what they want. I don't think they're like so far away from what Retribution was doing. We don't have to worry about them falling under that, but we want them to go forward in what they're doing and not sort of regress. So I think like we got to give them a little bit of time. I think they still need to take baby steps, even though like CJ said, it did take months for them to even get the debut and get on TV. I still think you have to have a little time. Like I said it on our show, I don't think this is a character that can be on TV every single week. I think this has to be like 1 week here, 2 weeks here, 1 week over here. You got to let it breathe a little bit.
Chaz OB, what's up with you, man?
What's up, our solid brother?
Gang. What's going on?
Nothing much, man. Well, thank you for joining us. You know what I mean? I know you got settled in North Carolina. You know what I mean? Finally made the move. But obviously tapped in. We're talking about the Wyatt Six. Here's a good. I was listening to somebody. They were talking about like championship, like to keep all titles away from them. Like, I definitely don't think they should be anywhere near like the world title, tag team titles, anything like that. Like I said, the only person I could see winning a title would be like Nikki Cross. Like I could see Nikki Cross like kind of separating, doing her own thing. But like, is there a potential for the Uncle Howdy character to be like a main event player? Like, could you see Uncle Howdy like challenging for the WWE title? I guess Nolo, I'll throw that one to you.
I mean, I can see it like way down the line. We don't need this. We can go like a good year and a half without them anywhere near a title, and let this like continue to build, because I think that was like the main, with at least with me, with the Fiend, when he started beefing with Seth and he started going for the title, and I was like, I don't need this, bro. You were doing amazing things with just everybody that you would go up against, they turn into a total like a personality change happened afterwards after dealing with you. I thought that was an amazing story that they could just continue to build on. And then when they got to like him winning the title, they kind of just looked around like, I don't know what to do for real. But I know one thing I am looking forward to is that first interaction with Braun Strowman, because they're gonna look at him, be like, "Hey, you used to be gang. What's good?"
Shit, he might be the one that gets killed next because oh, so you're not part of the set no more. Bet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you
especially
the healing nigga. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, what?
You know what I mean? Like, and obviously there's like they got Eric Rowan in the group. Dexter Loomis is a part of the group. I mean, I'm curious to see how Dexter going to do in this role because all we've seen from Dexter Loomis is just like the silent
mute.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you don't really say much. You know, we really, to be honest with you, I can't even remember if he gets busy in the ring like that.
I mean, he be choking niggas out and then be petting them and shit. Like, that's like, you just like, you choking niggas out and just petting them and shit afterwards. I'm like, hey, bro, that's some hereditary shit. Like, I ain't with it. Like,
that's a good ass movie.
Like, yo, man.
Look at me, bro.
Oh my god, man.
So
the whole little go head up, boop. I was like, oh.
So obviously, you know, I mean, like they've pretty much murdered the whole Raw roster. I had the theory that like it was a dream. Like they were looking like it's like a kind of like a in zombie. It's like yeah, like
shot JR.
I'm sorry, that's a dated reference. That's a really dated reference.
Shout out to Dallas, bro. We got it.
Yo, you went in a vault for that one. All right.
Because like you know what I mean, like obviously we'll see how it unfolds tomorrow, but I just don't know how you can justify like, oh, Chad Gable got shot in the head, but now he's Adam Pearce cleared him. So like, do you see this being one of those cases like there's elements of the supernatural, or do you just think that they're gonna kind of just let this flow in a direction that's very horror like, but kind of like how they used to do it? Oh, it happened this week. It's not canon to this week.
I mean, he got to come out with like a Band-Aid on his head or something, man. Like, come on, we got to help him out. Like a little head wrap, you know what I'm saying?
This nigga got to come out with a halo over his head. What are you talking about?
Got dome cuz. It was right through this, like, I was like, oh, yeah, that's point blank, too. Somebody stood over you and hit you with that. Like, man, I don't like you got like, at least a head wrap or something with the blood coming out, like the Confederate soldier used to play the fucking drums and shit. Like,
oh, yo, come on,
chill, bro.
Gotta come like that.
Hey, real quick for Chaz, man. Who do you see this like? Who do you see there being their first big feud? Obviously, you laying the foundation, right? It's to establish them as a premier group. Clearly, they're going to be the premier group on Raw, but like they have to set their sights on somebody that takes them to the next level. My first instinct is them and Seth. Like I can see Seth being the first major target, but do you see anybody else, or do you think Seth is the perfect, especially with Seth returning kind of out the blue? You know what I mean? Like, we were all under the impression that Seth was going to be gone for a long time. Now he has the world title match in Toronto. Possibly that being the main event. And what better way to end the main event than that? Or do you see somebody else taking that first feud?
So are we sticking strictly to Raw, or are they allowed to? I mean, being supernatural, are they allowed to go with it wherever they please? Because if we're doing that route, then Seth is probably the perfect Braun Strowman, just because based off the history. But if we're allowed to free roam, I would even think of somebody that Bray had history with before his untimely passing, LA Knight or Finn Balor, just based off the fact of kind of how the history was, especially with with LA Knight, how that kind of ended off, and it not really. I mean, because if you remember, a lot of people would say like it's hard to survive. You know what I mean? The storyline with Bray Wyatt because it changed you, but LA Knight was the one that kind of got out. So if we're going to kind of think about just main players, because obviously it's not going to be Cody, and obviously it's not going to be the World Heavyweight Championship. So if you take those two elements out, who are your mid card players, or who are the players that still are names in that stratosphere? So those are the two that really kind of come to my mind off rip.
What about everybody else? How because for me, I like how you brought up the LA Knight thing. That's why I said Seth would be the perfect one because we all remember how terrible the Fiend Seth Rollins feud was,
right?
And how
nigga, you threw a toolbox at my brother's face. Fuck you.
in a Pyru Hell in a Cell, I think that same Hell in a Cell was at the Juneteenth concert, selling their feet. You ain't gonna do that with an all red light. I'm saying they hit my brother in the head with a red and with a red. Yeah. I don't know, man.
I mean, put it like this: if their first feud, if Uncle Howdy's first feud is with Seth, and that feud sucks, I'd put 100% blame on Seth at that point. I'd be like, how do you fuck up both feuds? You know what I mean? Clearly there's something wrong with you. It's not them.
You the vote, man. I stay on the massacre tip, man. I think he should just run straight through Karrion Kross's whole fucking crew. They should just take all them niggas and they hit them all in the head with hammers, and they let Nikki Cross beat up Scarlett.
I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that.
Just eliminate these niggas from the eliminate these niggas from the roster, from everywhere.
Especially after that 13-minute video today.
Sound like a real nigga to be.
You want me to buy some shirts, nigga? I'll give me a buy. I'll give me to buy some merch right there. You check out Karrion Kross and them niggas. And they strung up Paul Ellering. What? Oh yeah. $32.99. I'll take that. Yeah.
Shit, Paul Ellering in the Wyatt group would be. I feel like that'd be kind of tough. He already weird looking as it is.
Yeah.
He ain't even got to put no mask on.
Yo, you don't.
No, he can come out with a mask of Road Warrior Hawk.
Hey,
oh shit!
That'd be
You cold for that, bro.
Hey, fuck Road Warrior Hawk. Fuck him.
I know, fuck him forever. It's so funny.
Oh, what Dave said? I said, yo, man, fuck Ric Flair, fuck that pussy ass motherfucker. He said, yo, man, who you talking about? So I kicked that nigga in the chest
Classic Too Cold line right there.
Man, so I had that man. I was on my way out the door with that man eye in my palm. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
You try to scoop it out, you know what I'm saying? You try to get a quarter that fell between the seats, he's trying to scoop his eye out. He said, yeah, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Did a 450 splash right off the bus.
Just a real, that's a real nigga right there. To kind of put a bow on the Wyatt Sick6, we'll go around, but there has to be a shelf life to this, right? This story, this is not there has to be an evolution to that group, right? Obviously, we in the very beginning stage, but starting out, we'll start with CJ. How long do you see this going for? Could they make it? Could they make it past SummerSlam next year?
I think they can make it past. I mean, you would want to make it past SummerSlam next year, but then somebody's going to have to break out and go on their own or test Uncle Howdy, because eventually somebody's gonna have to make Uncle Howdy prove something. So I'll give them I think they can make it till then if they just, you know what I'm saying, keep massacring niggas with the lights off and shit.
You hear some change. What about you, Benny? What do you think?
I can see them having a hot 6-month run and then kind of limping the other 6 months, kind of limping into okay, well, now what else do we do? Because that type of character, if you don't kind of pace yourself out, you're gonna run out of ideas real quick. That's the good thing and the bad thing about having kind of a supernatural group. We've seen it before with the Ministry of Darkness and things like that. It's okay, this shit cool for a good 3-month run, but then after that, it's I don't want to hear shit that Midian got going on. What the fuck are we doing? It's yo. So I figured they could have a cool 6 months and not. I guess limping is the wrong word. I guess like kind of like cooling down and kind of like easing into that last 6 months leading up to NXT. I'm not NXT. I'm sorry. SummerSlam. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said NXT. My bad.
It's all good. It's all good.
It happens.
Chazo, what about you? Where you see this shelf life being?
Y'all being generous because I was gonna stop at 6 months and call it a day.
Damn.
Good.
They don't even make
I was gonna stop right at 6
They don't even
months.
make it to Vegas.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for your time. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and clock out.
Yeah, you said the Royal Rumble is their endpoint. That's it.
I'm so because again, y'all both made solid points, but also I don't think as much as we would love them to have a fair pocket without any type of ties to Bray and what he did, I don't know if there'll ever be a fair chance for them to do it. And like you said, with the history of WWE, and we've seen this before, it's only so much that you can really do to one, keep them relevant, but also just make it feel like they're unbeatable. And that's where I kind of think where they got it wrong with Bray, because that when he was a Fiend, he was supposed to be like this unbeatable god. And, you know, little missteps here and there didn't really work out towards the end. But I would love for them to prove me wrong, and it goes for a year. That'll be great for us, great for the product. But realistically, right now, I don't really know, because I was like, well, do you put a title on them? How do you move them? I know it's not going to be the heavyweight title, but do you put like the IC, the US? Like, what do you really do to really keep fans engaged? So for me, if we're just talking about a solid, strong run, I honestly give it to 6 or 7 months. But if they prove me wrong, then I would love to be wrong, and I'll enjoy it.
Hey man, you so pessimistic. But the way I look at it is they could literally just show up like 2 times a month, and then you can make this just slow roll this, and it can make it to a year. That's how I really feel. Like we don't need to see them more than twice a month. You don't need to see them back-to-back weeks. Like, they don't need to show up again. You can talk about them multiple weeks in a row, but you don't need to actually have them like show up and do anything. And they don't really need a title, like Mika said.
Hell no.
Like, not at all. Like that just waters it down personally. Like, their aspirations should not be for titles and like being like the best. Their aspirations
exactly
must have it.
Like, nigga, I am evil.
Right.
Like, what do I give a fuck about a belt for?
You got a Paul Bunyan hammer that says help, nigga. We on our way to Goldberg house right now. What are you talking about?
When we get that Joe Gacy Ivar 5-star classic on Raw, man, I don't want to hear nothing, man. You feel me? Like,
man,
don't put no title on them, no nothing. Just let them wreck happen, bro.
Dexter Lumis Speed album. That's Dexter Lumis Speed title run. You know what I'm saying? Bruno Sammartino. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be litty.
Hey, all they gonna do is pop out and show niggas. That's it.
Come on.
I like it.
It should be noted too that the biggest uphill battle that group is going to face, especially for Uncle Howdy, is that thing that fans will do where they're going to compare him to Bray. Like, that's going to be the biggest uphill battle. But with that being said, like, I think people forget, like, Bo Dallas is a very talented individual. You know what I mean? Like, he's had the ability to adapt in any role he's been put in, right? And I think in this case, he's definitely going to separate himself from something different than what his brother's doing. I think it's very clear he is doing this to pay tribute to his brother while maintaining Bray's legacy while creating his own.
Do you think that was the plan initially? Like when he came into the fold?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. Well, actually, you don't know, because I feel like it seemed like the destination was a Bray Wyatt versus Uncle Howdy match. So could be. Right. But we'll see. We'll see. I give it about 2 weeks until the show.
Damn.
We gotta start wrapping
God.
4th of July, you know what I mean? What the fireworks go up, that goes down.
Don't get it twisted, bro. Much love to Wyndham, Bray Wyatt, rest in peace. You know what I mean? But I got to be consistent in this. You know what I mean? Like I can't just be like, oh yeah, I want this gimmick to thrive. No, like they got to do something. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow, right? We'll see.
That nigga said 2 weeks.
Bro, I'm gonna call this nigga Jim Belushi. Oh my god.
14 days.
Damn.
14
days. They barely making the money in the bank. That's crazy.
Not even business days. You're gonna include Saturday and Sunday.
These niggas on a week by week trial. Yeah.
Shit, and this tomorrow night.
Yeah, man.
Just pop up like Bron. All right.
Yeah.
Going from one murder to the next. Friday night, Jacob Fatu popped up, and so before we dive into Jacob Fatu real quick, I gotta ask everybody, what's everybody's thoughts on Solo right now? I know a lot of people are not happy about Solo going for the WWE title. I personally am for it because I feel like I see the story that's being told. Like this nigga is a pretender. You know what I mean? Like. He's surrounding himself with goons because he's not confident in himself. But like, are we cool with Solo being in this main event slot?
Why not? Like, who else is gonna be there? You want to see him fight somebody else? Who else is Cody gonna triumph against, nigga? Like that. Cody got some triumphing to do. Okay, and who better than first of all, Solo might be the best scout nigga since Dabo Swinney before the transfer portal, nigga. He getting all the niggas on his team. I'm like, damn. He might not know how to recruit, but he knows how to. He knows how to recruit. He might not coach, but that motherfucker can recruit though. Like shish, like shit, like Coach Prime, nigga. I was like, he got him too. Damn, he's 5-star. Yo, I don't mind it. Yo, let him fight.
Should we put the title on?
Hell no! What are we doing?
I'm do all that now.
You be trying to take the title from Cody so many times, dog.
I'm not gonna lie, when Solo was doing his street champ stuff in NXT, I was like, yo, he's gonna be big one day, and I still think he will be big one day. But I think now I don't see like that right now. There's been a lot of like unrest, especially with him coming back and like people being annoyed at him trying to take the reins of the tribal chief character. And I mean, like, he's doing his job. He's getting the reaction that he's supposed to be getting. We're all supposed to be like big eye roll whenever he like comes out and pretends to be Roman. It's supposed to be a big eye roll whenever he's like, yo, man, I want to challenge for the title, that type of stuff. So he's doing his job. I think one day he will get to the point where we'll be like, yeah, it's time to put the title on him. But I'm gonna have to say I don't want this nigga nowhere near a title for the next like 3 or 4 years. I'm gonna be serious. I want Jacob Fatu to touch. I want Jacob Fatu to touch that belt 2 or 3 times before Solo.
I will say this about Jacob Fatu. Sam Roberts brought a great comparison where he was like, Jacob Fatu, there's like this evolution. He's like, there was Yokozuna, there was then Umaga. And the next generation to that is Jacob Fatu, as far as like that one Samoan that comes in and like you can clearly tell he's above everybody else. And like I said, if you know Jacob Fatu and how he gets active, and clearly like you know what I mean, like he's in shape. Like we don't get fat Fatu. You know what I mean? We get an in shape, which might be even more terrifying. The way he did that run towards Randy. That shit was kind of terrifying. I was like, nigga, why are you moving like that?
You should not be able to move that fast.
That was the fastest shuttle run I ever seen in my life. I was like, this nigga hit that corner. I'm like, sheesh.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I envy people who've never seen Jacob Fatu wrestle before because now you get to go and look at all of the things that he's done, and you get to see like what he's gonna do in the future. Because he's definitely hitting the moonsault off of the War Games cage. That's already booked, signed, sealed, delivered. He already got that shit going on. But I think like I said, I see Jacob Fatu like what you guys said. Umaga, he's like Umaga, but he can talk. He's like, nigga, I can talk, nigga. I can tell you shut the fuck up. I can tell you fuck you. I can tell you I'm gonna beat your ass, like all types of shit like that. And we can already see, like, you go back and watch his MLW stuff. he can carry a promo. Like it's not difficult for him to do at all. He like what he told Alex Hammerstein. He was like, he's like, you're not King Kong, you're not Godzilla, because I'm both of them niggas. Like he didn't say niggas, but I think he does say niggas.
He was thinking it. It was in the
They
brain.
say niggas, bro.
Shit like that. What?
That's what I'm saying. Throwing it to you, Chaz. Did Jacob Fatu, did he take the shine away from Solo? Like, did Solo look less compared to Jacob Fatu?
He took the shine. He took the luster. He took the mojo. He took the aura. He took his. And nigga took it all. But I don't know any other metaphor I can give you. In one fell swoop, this is what I guess quote unquote the execs were afraid of, and rightfully so, because it's not anything Jacob can't do. Not only that, he can do it 10 times better than what you think he can do it. And now he has the platform, like the big stage platform, to really show, yeah, I'm the type of dude to pop out and show niggas like he's really him. So I don't know I don't know how they're going to package the Solo character moving forward. But if you think you're going to shoot him to the moon and Jacob's still on your team, you're on a rude awakening. Because once he touched that mic, I got nothing else to say.
Oh.
Once he touched that mic.
Bro, that's what you call a good problem. Like
That is a good
Yes.
That is a good problem.
Great problem. Yo, you can build this into the story later on. Nothing's wrong with the supposed number 2 being a lot better than the number 1. It's just, and eventually it's gonna be a conflict, which they will build to the story, which is great.
So that's why I proposed the next question, right? Because obviously they run ruckus around the match. Just to point out, I cannot fucking wait for the Jacob Fatu Kevin Owens match. That's going to take place, and the violence that's going to take place in that ring. Like that might be like I need that shit to be JBL Eddie bloodbath.
That nigga flipping match.
Like
yeah,
just everybody.
I need at least like 5 flips from both.
No, like that.
I need tumble rolls, moonsault, cartwheel. I need all that.
Everything. But they had that moment where like they're throwing the ones up, but like you could see like Tongaloa like looking like, nigga, what are you doing here?
Right.
He was like, oh, this nigga different.
Hey, I want him to run through the bloodline like Jimmy Butler did to the Minnesota Timberwolves that time and just call all them niggas bitches at the end and be like, oh, y'all niggas suck. Like, I'm over here beating up everybody. What are you niggas doing? Throwing up ones and shit, nigga. Like, man, yo, give me a
Jimmy
body
ain't
here,
even
Paul.
score. That was the crazy thing.
Yeah.
All he did was take the 2s and made them superstars that day.
Yeah, yo, give me a body here, Paul. Yo, where my cousin at? Call my cousin, man. Let me talk to this nigga. Hey, man. Hey, this nigga, he ain't gonna work, bro. I want to see some of that shit.
Well, I mean, like, do you see this being played in the story? Like, do you think that Jacob didn't even tell Tama and Tonga, like, hey, yo, my cousin coming? Like my bad.
If them niggas step to him and say something like that, he gotta tell them niggas like, yo, man, first off, y'all not even my real blood. We are play cousins. I don't have to tell you shit. I grew up with this nigga right here. Like, this is my real cousin. I see this nigga every week. See this nigga at the corner store once a day. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Y'all niggas here
I
just for
say
business.
Shit to you niggas. Like I say shit to you niggas. Where your daddy at, nigga? I want to talk to a real dangerous nigga in your family. Like, all right then.
Damn.
Roman called me.
Cool.
Yeah, he get my respect. But you two niggas? Yeah, you be barking and shit? Nah, cuz. This is what you do.
Nolo, you a top tier manipulator in the game. So like being that you would like, how would you like? Were you proud of the way Solo's handling this?
I actually was proud of how he handled it. That man was they had him in the corner. They thought that shit was sweet, and then you just see him with this evil ass smile, then like I gotta kill it for y'all, and then here comes Jacob coming out murdering everybody immediately, single handedly, And I loved how I found out about it because I wasn't watching SmackDown. I was outside. And then I just get a message from Scotland with Jacob Fatu's face. And I said, no, he did not show up.
I did have a moment where I got nervous when like he speared Randy and that shit didn't go through. I was like, 09 Randy would have had your ass on the chopping block.
Oh, you would have been out there like Mr. Kennedy, man. It ain't no
I was like, damn, not Jacob. Like
would have been on TNA in 2 weeks.
Oh man.
Shit.
Damn.
Hey, cousin said I can stay though.
But all right, so boom. Clearly, we're doing Cody solo at Money in the Bank. I would presume.
Yeah.
But then, like, we gotta get the Roman thing rolling now. Like, the things have been starting to get planted. Like Roman's not coming back. XYZ. But I guess like people are trying to figure out like, I think I saw somebody was like, Roman sent Jacob to keep an eye on Solo and some shit. I'm like, why are we thinking about this? Like, how did we get from like we doing too many movie plots?
Yeah, I think that doesn't make sense. It's like, yo, I think Roman has just been Solo has just silently excommunicated him from the group. It's like, yo, man, he's not coming back. He doesn't have anything to do with it. I think Roman sending someone, especially when you never heard him talk about Jacob Fatu or even mention him or even have anything to talk about, like, oh, I got extra cousins or whatever. I mean, the nigga got 117 cousins. He could have been like, yo, man, I got an endless army of bloodline niggas. He doesn't have anybody sending to look in it. He's like, yo.
Do you know how many kids Jacob Fatu has?
Yeah.
7.
No, nigga has 11 kids.
11?
11? Oh, God.
7-11. Man. Open, cuz. You know, man.
11?
That's a lot of kids.
And
Samoa's be doing some fucking, man, I tell you.
Too.
Hey, that man got a whole nother village. That is outrageous.
Yeah, and then Roman getting sent to keep an eye on him just kind of takes away the purpose of him just smiling evilly when he came in, like he didn't know. He probably like now if he got hit in the group chat, you know what I'm saying, 35 minutes before he was gonna walk out there, like, hey, yo, just so you know, I sent you some help, like Brother Mozone going to you know what I'm saying, send the best in the business, you know what I mean? Send Brother Mozone out there. He just showed up and started, you know what I'm saying, spearing legends and shit.
Yo, facts. Like the real story, I think, between Jacob Fatu and Solo isn't that Roman sent him or the elders sent him or anything like that. The real thing is the power struggle. It's like he to me, Jacob Fatu is Broly. You're not controlling that nigga. You're not controlling him. You're not telling him, hey, go out there and beat this man's ass. You're politely asking him, like, yo, if you don't have too much going on right now, I'd really appreciate it if you could go out there and do that. I think the power struggle between them and Jacob Fatu kind of kicking him out and taking over the group, I think that's the real story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You think he goes back to his brothers, be like, man, I'm sorry, bro. I know I tried to do some things. I know I tried to do some things.
Hey, big brother. Yeah. What's up, baby? Oh,
Would you have Roman come back first, or would you have Jimmy come back first?
Jimmy first.
Yeah, Jimmy first.
Because Roman should be the last piece.
Right.
Like Jimmy comes back to save Jay, and then it's still not enough. So then it sets up for Roman to come back.
Okay.
Jimmy out there and he gets murdered.
Yeah, I was gonna say
exactly.
Jimmy for a death wish.
He comes in and he was like, damn, man. All right, man, I got you. I'm gonna go fight him.
Yeah, he murdered. Like Jay come back like he TN. Like you thought TN was about to do some shit.
Yo, Jimmy, hold that nigga, bud. Hold that nigga. I got this nigga. I got him right now. What? Jimmy, he Yamcha. He's like, what you mean, hold this nigga? Yo, just whoop this nigga real quick, and then I gotta charge this up real quick. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Watch this. Like, yo.
I feel like Roman got to pop up like I feel like it's got to be unannounced. Like I feel like you can't announce Roman's coming back. I feel like I would just love for it to be like maybe like shoot maybe the like can you see Roman returning that Money in the Bank?
Yeah, kind of early.
I thought that'd be kind of early, but I mean, I'm not against it. I'd be hyped.
Well,
So when Jay,
I mean, whenever he decides to pop up,
I'm not Jay. When Jimmy gonna come back then?
right?
Wednesday. By the way, Jimmy here, y'all. Like, oh shit,
He don't even get no TV signs. Oh,
he's gonna show back up. Show back
they
up.
posted on social media. Yeah, Jimmy's here.
Yeah, you don't care about the Uso reunion like that?
Yo.
I don't care. It's gonna be like, yo, what's up? He's bad.
Yo, the Usos and God gotta have one match. They gotta have one match together.
That's
Mania.
That's Mania.
That is Mania.
That's Mania.
They're gonna make them fight together 100 times.
Oh man!
If The Rock isn't injured around that time, I think this is the realistic way how you get Roman versus The Rock. The Rock is like, you know what? You couldn't get it done against Cody. You a bitch. I'm in charge of the bloodline now. Roman comes back and say, nah, I'm the one that started this group. And that's how you get your battle for dominance at WrestleMania. Like, yo, who's the real tribal chief? But you're gonna have to figure out how you're gonna get there, because I don't see The Rock coming back I don't see The Rock coming back until Royal Rumble. So they're gonna have to pick up the ball and kind of carry that until then, because I've seen a lot of people fantasy booking The Rock coming back at War Games and having the match at Survivor Series. I'm like, that would be cool, but he's not doing that shit. Like,
he's not. You saw what happened the last time you tried to get him to come to the Survivor Series.
Shit, man. CM Punk has to important.
So with that scenario, do we put Rock and Cody on the back burner?
No. I think when The Rock is done pretending to be Ken Shamrock, that you do. I think the Royal Rumble would be the ideal match for Cody. Okay. Rock and Cody at the Royal Rumble, and then that gives you the space and time to do Roman and Rock at in Las Vegas.
All right.
Yeah, title for title. You know what I'm saying? Cody wins that title too and throws it in the fire or something.
Damn.
That Brahma bull. I was so mad. I was like, yo, why does this nigga have a belt? Yo, I want a belt. I want a belt too.
You know, Rock probably been waiting for that shit since '98 after Stone Cold got the smoking skull. Like, nigga, why ain't got a belt?
That's true.
He said he getting a belt, damn it.
It's in my contract.
Timu special.
And I'm going to say the F word a whole bunch of times on TV. I'm letting y'all know.
I can't wait. Can't wait. And to conclude WWE's week of murder, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, The Real Hate, tapping in. I gotta say, boys, you know what I mean? Like, this is my feud of the year. I think that everything about this has just been exactly how I wanted this to be. Just hatred, pure. Like, I don't like you. I want nothing but the worst for you. I don't want to see you succeed. I don't even want to see you happy. I don't want to see your wife happy. I don't give a damn about your dog. I'm going to disrespect you in front of your family. I'm going to beat your ass everywhere you go. I'm going to ruin everything for you. Like, I just want all the negativity. It's we got 6 weeks till SummerSlam, right? 6 weeks. Do you think they can ramp up the violence even more with this?
Yes.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Absolutely.
Yo, when he hits him with that help hammer, he go like, yo, man, let me borrow this real quick, cuz. Thank you.
So I mean, I guess the first question is, right, obviously, like, we're building to this match at SummerSlam, and I feel like the ideal would be to get multiple matches out of this. Do you think they got a contingency plan if, like, Punk's tricep gets torn off the bone like a pulled pork in the first match? Because that man's body just is not the same anymore. He can't do it anymore. You know what I mean? Like, do you think they got a backup plan to this?
No, you got to keep jumping them, like you said, man. This is the hate that, just pure, just irrational hate. Like you deserve everything that's been happening to you, Drew. But it's just like I just hate this nigga so much. I don't even care that I did what I did. I've been poking this nigga the whole time, and then this was the last straw. Not in front of my countrymen. Like you can't. Like he did it there too. He was like, and then I like the little like, okay, you gonna do that shit to me in my hometown? Well, I'm just gonna kill you in your hometown.
Dead ass.
Even
left that man had to leave in a stretcher.
Just bleeding out the mouth.
He didn't even really whoop his ass that much for him to be even carried out on a stretcher like that. Nigga just weak.
He was still breathing.
I respect it. I respect that.
Hey, the ass whoopings will be coming later. Don't worry. We're going to get some more violence.
Nigga, have you ever seen Stone Cold taken out on a stretcher?
Yeah, he comes back driving the fucking ambulance.
2 hours later in the night, yeah.
Oh, don't worry. CM Punk about to come with a damn Pepsi truck.
Oh man. all the old block. You know what I mean? You're going to come back playing
the block.
This shit going to be sticky everywhere.
Shit, if I was Drew, I'd pull up on AJ Lee.
Ooh. Yo, pull up with AJ and then just have Larry in his lap.
So
dog.
Yo, that dog been through enough.
But the bad guy Inspector Gadget, just like it's your dog.
Oh, damn, bro.
I mean, but like, all seriousness, like I feel like this is where like those little things, like those pivots, like because remember, like this was supposed to be like Drew and not Drew, Seth and Punk, going into WrestleMania, like that was the mega feud, but like at this point, I don't even want to see that match. I don't even want to see I'm very locked in on Drew and Punk, and I feel that people get lost in the plot of Drew not winning in Scotland, right? I'm very much on the side that this feud is going to make him more money than a world title run could at the moment. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. It's very much like you have people wanting this to be the main event of SummerSlam. Like that just shows you like where this feud is. But I guess the question is like, do you do one of those like babyface heel run, like double turns? Like, do you make Punk a heel in this situation and Drew the babyface, or do you kind of keep it to where it's at right now?
So it's weird though, because sometimes I feel like it's the other way around, depending on the night, depending on the day. I do feel that I don't really see a clear heel babyface because on both sides they both have valid points. So I don't know if you try to make that or you just keep it like a week by week basis, because I haven't really seen a contingent where I can say, all right, Punk's clearly the babyface in this situation, where Drew's has been valid on what he has said about him and vice versa.
I don't think you need that shit. Like, do you really need it? I think you just got two motherfuckers that just don't like each other. Like, nigga, I hate this nigga. Like I hate him. I've been hating him too. Like, that's all you really need. And then you can choose whatever side that you want.
Right.
Because, man, this is like,
I don't need someone to be a good guy. I don't need someone to be a bad guy.
I know you don't need nobody to be a good guy.
Hey, stop that. I just need them to be like Peter Griffin and the Chicken. That is all I want. That is all I need to fight and meet our sight every single time leading up to SummerSlam, and then just have one of the most violent matches that you could do.
What would be that? What would be that violent match you were thinking of at the end?
A gunshot.
All right.
Quick draw.
Check 9 on the pole match, bro. Check 9 on the pole match, bro. We are lit.
You want niggas to walk 10 paces and turn and shoot?
Yeah, man.
Nah, this shit real.
God damn, this man want Hamilton.
You know what I'm saying? Just put that shit in the Money in the Bank briefcase and just clip that shit off. Nigga. Like,
God.
Look, man, I'm being serious, man. If this was in Scotland, that nigga Punk would have been kidnapped.
Bruh, he wouldn't have made it out.
I believe that.
That's what I'm saying. Like I know that area quite well. Like I'm pretty sure there was somebody in that arena was like, I'm about to stab this nigga for real.
Yo, bro, they had to walk. I bet you they had to walk him out like they used to have to walk out the Jackson 5 after a concert. Just
Facts.
Cause that shit, man, like that shit, like that shit made me so sick for him. I was like, fuck. I mean, you were talking shit though, but fuck, man.
I was laughing. I was hysterically laughing watching Punk screw him in Scotland. I was like, this is great. This is the type of hatred I like to see. We need more of this in Raw wrestling. This makes it better.
Yeah. Big facts.
They was all cheering.
Not even wrestling.
Like, yeah, good job, Punk. And then they was like, wait a minute, he's not gonna win. And then he was already gone by then. So he was smart.
I holler at you. I holler at you niggas.
I wouldn't be surprised if that shit killed the town. Like I wouldn't pull back up. I'm like, y'all niggas not giving our guy a title? What? It's all good. It's all good. Switching over. I don't even know why I put this shit on the docket. AEW.
Damn. Hey, shout out to Mac. He be proud of that.
Damn, man. Shout out to the birthday boy.
I'm gonna tell y'all what happened.
At 500 and 200,000 people, he said, man, look, it's over for them niggas, man. Like Warner Brothers, cut your losses. Put on Bad Boys 2 on Wednesday night, every single night for the rest of the year. You do the same numbers.
It's not looking good. It's not.
We could bring back Frank and Bash for that price. You know what I'm saying? What you go call?
Yo, that was a good show. That was a good show, dog.
For real, you know what I'm saying?
That was high quality television.
Hey, you know, it's funny, right? Because a 0.16 rating, like that shit's embarrassing for all parties involved, right? But on the flip side of it, I don't even got a flip side. Like that shit's just not good. Like, like this is not going the way that they probably want it to go. But you know,
I mean, Kendrick was on. What you know what I'm saying?
We blame Kendrick now. We all the black people just stop watching.
I was gonna say
it wasn't because of Juneteenth. That was like,
shut up, Cracker.
People tell us about Juneteenth, nigga. I'm like, yo, like, man, it was because I'm like, it really was.
Like, no, it really was. they watched that shit more than they watched the moon landing, cuz. Like, I don't know if you know that. Like, they think I don't know if of a contract signing with Mina and fucking Tony Storm was gonna, you know what I'm saying, draw the niggas in, but you know.
So
hey,
I know for me, like my Wednesdays is very much like I do the watch list and then I go home and I don't watch anything wrestling related. Most of the time, boxing on. So that's what I primarily focus on. I don't think I've watched a full episode of Dynamite since we started the watch list. And that was back in what, May or April?
April. Was it March?
Something like that.
Nah, it was April.
Yeah.
It was April.
Yeah.
Even when we're done with the show, enough time for me to watch, I'm like, I'm going to watch something else. So I actually sat down and watched it on Thursday, and I probably made it through 20 minutes before I turned into something else, right? So as we do these predictions for Forbidden Door, please excuse my ignorance if like my picks might not add up, right? And we can speed through these shits before we tap on everything else. So Forbidden Door, June 30th, we will not be doing a BGW episode. We'll let that shit rock. But you have the Learning Tree of Chris Jericho, Big Bill, and Brian Keefe against Samoa Joe, Shibata, and Hook. Who we got?
You know we can't have a pay-per-view without Chris Jericho, man. You know we can't do it.
Yeah, we got a shoehorn in him and his slow-ass elbow. Like, fucking... Boy, that elbow, man, that elbow coming like the rent, nigga. I know that shit is coming. Like, you got to know it's coming. Like, just like, all right, here it goes. You stick your chin out and let him hit you. But I like Byron. Yo, Byron Keefe is hilarious. Like, that's my favorite part about that shit. But
I guess for me, my main question is, what Forbidden Door is this shit opening? Like, why is this on the main card? Like, why is this not on Dynamite?
yeah, all these niggas are on one side of the door. Like, like they're already in the party. Like, so what is Jericho just got to be in something? Just like the Rock's belt. I'm saying Jericho got to be in something and trademark something. Like, go ahead and trademark it, Jericho. And we'll put you in a match somewhere and we'll give you a faction. Yeah, go get Big Cass.
What a waste.
Let's see. I personally,
Facts.
I'm unfortunately going with the learning tree. I just feel like they just have a tendency to just ruin the vibe. So that's my pick for this match.
I will also take the learning tree.
I'm not going against Samoa Joe. He just be walking away from niggas when they be trying to do stuff. That's the kind of disrespect I need in my life.
He was so damn proud of Shibata.
You know what I mean?
Try to teach him how to do it.
Niggas was like, man, he a proud father. I'm like, Shibata is 1 year younger than Samoa Joe.
Like, what about Hook? You got to say that about Hook. What you want to say about him? All right, man. I guess y'all got it.
He can be the father to that nigga, but he can't be the father to that nigga. I'm like, yo,
Nah.
this nigga's 44.
Damn. Somebody said Hook's graduation, he gonna get a towel. Drink that shit around the neck. What about y'all boys, man? Who you think's winning this match?
I'm thinking Samoa Joe. I'm thinking Samoa Joe because he the only nigga that I like in that whole thing. All six of them niggas.
Damn, no love for Brian Keith?
Yeah, but he's funny. Yeah, he's funny. I couldn't believe he in there. Like, he is hilarious. No, he's hilarious. Y'all bitch ass niggas listen to Jericho. We wouldn't have this bitch ass beer in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like that shit. I like the pure ignorance. While dressed like a desperado. But I think I'm going Samoa Joe on this one.
All right, boom, boom. First round Owen Hart Cup tournament match. Bryan Danielson, Shingo Takagi. Before we say anything, did y'all see the Jeff Jarrett promo?
That was dope.
Yes.
I need Jeff in the finals, man. And I'm like, I feel like Jeff being in the finals wouldn't even be out of place.
I was happy to dig. You know me, I love when I see stuff like go back. I was happy to because I didn't know Owen and Jeff were a tag team, so I was happy to get it back in the crate. That was beautiful to see. Yeah, that was real good to see.
See them niggas talking about why is he in the tournament? Why is he in the tournament? I'm like, he's the only nigga in this tournament that actually knew the nigga that's the battle royal. I'm not the battle royal, the tournament is named after. Like, I knew this nigga
in real life. Like our kids know each other. Like, what?
It's like when Jadakiss was like, yo, I have real songs with Big, not made up ones.
Facts.
I mean, granted, I feel like the way that the cup is set up, I feel like Jay White might be the winner. But like, I would not be upset at a Bryan Danielson, Jeff Jarrett final in Calgary.
No, sound good to me.
Shit, I wouldn't even be upset if Jeff Jarrett won.
I don't know. All right.
Hey,
come on, dog. We ain't got it.
He was with you for a minute. He was.
He already got a wild card spot. Like, so you were like, listen, this is all we owe you, nigga. Like, listen, we're gonna bring somebody in there so you can get to the next round. And then after that, like, dude, Jay White's about to switchblade your ass all over this ring like he's supposed to. And yeah, we can take it from there. Cause I'm trying to see Brian. I'm trying to see old goat Danielson just choke out whoever is in the finals.
Damn, I'm trying.
Damn, man.
You did.
I'm with it. Come on, because even if he make it to the finals, just that moment alone with Martha's gonna be great. Money. Absolutely money.
Jeff gonna walk up the stage and hug Owen's kids. Like, come on, man. Like, that's cinema right there.
They get choked out right in front of him. Like, that's just crazy. Had to do all that shit. Just be like, yeah, man. Had that great moment. And then he just gets. And then you look at him. Look at his kids. That's the kind of hate I want. It's kind of mayhem.
Damn, hey, I ain't gonna hold you. That sounds pretty good to me. That was too bad.
You can give him the moment. just want that moment crushed. I don't like doing the right thing in my wrestling. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck that shit.
Fuck morals.
And you know what? Jeff's such an old time performer. He probably be with that shit too. Yeah, let's make him cry. Let's make him cry.
Yo, man, hit him with a don't piss me off guitar. You know what I'm saying? Give him one of them, and then just like you still just end up getting losing.
Shit. You know what? Let's even give this shit. Let Owen's son hit Jeff with the guitar.
Oh, he just turned on.
Oh man,
you don't know my dad. I know my dad.
Cause that's my dad. Shout out to Oj. You know what I'm saying?
But going back to the pay-per-view, Bryan Danielson, Shingo Takagi should be a banger. Obviously, Bryan Danielson is going on, right?
Yeah, he gotta win that.
No facts.
Yeah,
he gotta win that.
In the match that makes no fucking sense to me, MJF versus Hechicero. Nigga, why?
They just did it for the fuck of it, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. Throwing this nigga in there somewhere too.
I think that was kind of based on like, okay, Roosh is already like that nigga's already signed to us. It wouldn't make sense if we had a match of Forbidden Door with two niggas that are already on the roster. So why don't we just push that back and just have this match instead? Because I really think that Roosh match that MJF had with him on Dynamite, I think that could have been. I think you could have put that one on Forbidden Door, and that one would have went crazy. But I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go with MJF on this one.
I'm about to say that you're in New York, ain't it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't got a problem with the match. Just don't like. I'm like what Benny's saying. Like I'd rather this been MJF versus Bruce. And like I said, my problem with this card in general is like there's no out of the matches that they get. I like Hichicero's not winning this. Takagi's not winning this. There's a possibility Zack Sabre Jr. doesn't win. There's a chance that Mina doesn't win. You know what I mean? Stephanie Baker definitely not winning. Like, nigga, the Forbidden Door is one way.
Man, that's not really a Forbidden Door, is it? It's
a Forbidden Door. Dog. You know that meme, like the Simpson meme, like when Grandpa go through the door and come right back out that bitch?
Yeah, that's what it's giving.
It is.
They selling vacuums, nigga. They're coming to sell vacuums at the door.
Fuck the life out, niggas. That's good way.
He was like Zack Sabre Jr. Like that might be their best bet. I mean, Mina won. I mean, nigga, she won. She is a winner. Win. Like, yeah, oof. Man.
Oh, damn. So MJF really gonna beat Hechicero. That's crazy.
Oh, without a doubt.
Wearing Triple H's jacket.
Shit is nasty.
Nah, and then I don't like how the nigga said, like, yo, man, look, I wasn't really trying to, copy his jacket. It wasn't so much an homage. I'm trying to do some new shit. I'm like, come on, we nigga, we all knew.
You are a liar.
You came out with the same tan as him that night. Like,
Lord.
Yeah, that shit down to the T.
Same tape.
All you needed was longer hair.
Right-handed. Like, you knew what you were doing, dog.
Yeah, man. Moxley, Naito, IWGP World Heavyweight Title match. I don't care about at all. Mox is just one of them guys. Like now, Mox is just there to me. Like, oh, there goes. You know what I mean? Like there he goes. And Naito, you know what I mean? I already think he a loser. So he clearly not.
What?
He clearly not winning that.
Oh, the Naito slander.
Ouch.
Dog. That's all he does with Naito, bro. That's all he does with Naito. He don't get no love.
Oh,
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Hold up there. Hold on, Nolo. Yes, there is Naito slander, but let's look at this win-loss record.
Oh God.
Oh,
got the title run right here. Let's see. Naito won the title January 4th, 99 days. That is what that nigga never that nigga's a loser. You know what I mean? How many title defenses did he have? One?
Wait, which time we talking about he held the belt? We're talking about when he held the belt and he was just throwing that shit in the air. Just like,
no, that's when he was a winner.
Yeah,
talking about most recently.
We're talking about the last run. Okay. Because I remember like he had that belt, and then the pandemic started, and it was like, nigga, we don't count that.
Oh damn!
Look, even God knew like get this shit out of here.
Eddie Guerrero, the Rey Mysterio raid. It's like, man, I wanted to win and just lose it right after. They ain't letting John Moxley lose that belt on AEW soil. He's like, you're gonna lose it in Japan, motherfucker. You will not lose it when we're a guest, because you're a guest with that belt. So I don't think you're not gonna get beat up. You know what I'm saying?
Naito like very
hard. Ain't no chance for Naito to win. Nobody think
Naito gotta come pick up the kids, man. It's like, yo, man, you spent too long over at your uncle's house, your uncle and auntie's house. I'm taking you back home. You done had your fun, the IWGP, but you done had your fun. It's time to go home.
I don't care if they got Stofers at the house. They got Stofers at your auntie's house. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? We got that at the house. Let's go. Give it to me.
Naito he is going to put on his best Barry Horowitz performance and be on that mat 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Brooklyn Naito, darling. Brooklyn
Naito is wild.
Special delivery Naito. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Special delivery
Damn.
Speaking of losers, Orange Cassidy against
oh, dang. God, damn. What is wrong with you?
I mean, he ain't, none of his friends want him no more. Who's the common denominator? Orange juice.
Yeah, we doing Ray. He's Rey Mysterio. That's what we do. Orange Cassidy.
He's Rey Mysterio.
No, this nigga. No, at least Ray tried to gaslight the situation. This nigga has no accountability.
He just like, yeah. He like, what?
I will say, if I would have done Daniel Garcia in this match against Zack Sabre Jr. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like Orange Cassidy, like I get why this match is happening. It's going to be a good match, but I just feel like this would have been a perfect time for like a Daniel Garcia, unless Daniel Garcia is going to be in the TNT ladder match. But
I don't. It's like they just be fit. They got to get in. You know what I'm saying? You got to play the hits. You know what I'm saying? Orange Cassidy. You know what I mean? You got to put him in there against some. Nobody got to do it against Zack Sabre Jr. Man, I want Zack Sabre Jr. to twist this nigga up. You know what I'm saying? I want to twist this nigga up like a pretzel. I want to see this nigga Orange Cassidy do nothing. I want him to stay in despair. I want this nigga just to suffer. I don't like Trent Beretta.
Hey, yo, CJ, I have a question.
What's up?
Who do you want to see prosper?
Nobody, dog. All the black people. That's
I love
Parker,
that.
You know what I mean?
That's a great answer.
You know what I'm saying? Obi Femi. You know what I mean? I want to see them, but you know,
Obi Femi, like he on this show.
I want to see him good. You know what I mean? I want to see Stokely. You know what I mean? That's about it.
Damn.
Yeah. Brian Danielson. You know what I mean? All my mans. You know what I mean? The people that I like.
Oh, okay. It's always one white guy.
Okay. I was
he's Tommy Richmond. You do that one song. Oh yeah, that nigga can come in. Yeah, come on. Yeah, he does that one song. Yeah, you did what for Kofi? Yeah, he all right. Yeah, he can come over.
Oh shit.
Tony Storm versus Mina Shirakawa. I feel like this is the only one match I can see a title change happening.
I'm going with Mina personally.
I can
I'm not mad at if Mina wins.
Yeah, I'm gonna
especially Mariah causes her shit too. Like if she can get in
there.
Yeah,
Mariah May's gonna mess it up.
It's for somebody. We just don't know who.
Right.
Yo, facts. I'm gonna have to go with Tony Storm all the way. And also I gotta run. I appreciate you guys for having us.
Oh, no problem.
Yo, it's all good, bro.
I love y'all. I know y'all gave us flowers in the beginning. I want to give y'all flowers. I've loved everything that you guys have put out. I've been a long time listener to the show. I just wanted to say from one black podcast to another, y'all keep on doing it. I love it. And man, more power to you. Virginia niggas forever.
Yes.
Goddamn right. Goddamn right.
All day.
All right, man. Y'all be easy.
Peace, brother.
Love,
Peace, my man.
Well, I ain't got nowhere to go, y'all.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be answering for both of us. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be answering for both of us, I guess. And then he's gonna have to just go with the answers that I get. So cool.
And the sole survivor.
It's like, damn, like Will Smith and the I think we can do this though. Man.
But yeah, so like I said, I feel like Mina has the ability to, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like she's like overshined Toni Storm in this entire feud. I don't know if that's just like showcase of how great Mina is, or like, do you think that the Toni Storm character kind of like starting to like teeter off a little bit?
I think it could be a little bit of both. Like you could, like people have been talking about, like I want you know, like if you watch the show, you know what I'm saying, you know my affinity and my love for Thunder Rosa. I want Thunder Rosa to beat Toni so bad, but it was like yo, Mina has just come through. I think people are starting to get sick of Toni. Like, and I don't know what else. Like, I don't know what. Like after this, then what? Like fight Mariah, but if you win, then she's probably gonna be the reason that you win. So either way, man, it's gonna be like a Bond movie. Something's gonna be ruined by a white girl with an accent, and I'm ready for it. And I hope it's Mina though, because Toni could use a break.
Just a little bit. I mean, I could see them doing Toni and Maria at All In, but you can do that without the title too.
Correct.
Nah, you don't need a title for that.
Yeah, I agree.
They've had their little love affairs thing going on for a while. So yeah, go ahead and just have it be a culmination and all that. They don't need no belt.
Just a little kiss here and there, you know, for the culture.
For the culture.
Yeah.
You know, with none of that Aussie love, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Winner takes all, TBS Championship, New Japan Strong Champion Women's Championship, Mercedes Moné, Stephanie Van Queer. Not gonna lie, the second that I saw the New Japan Strong Women's title, I was like, damn, Stephanie losing already. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, she's not winning at all. It's not happening.
Both belts on the line?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, double belt Mercedes there.
Now, mind you, if they had done the CMLL World Women title, then I'd be like, it's 50-50. Like, that's a lot better. The fact that it's New Japan Strong, absolutely not. Like that, like you just disrespecting Stephanie all the way. You know what I mean? Like,
it's supposed to be my belt in the first place.
I don't care about this belt.
Give it to me.
This shit on
Give me my belt. They made this belt for me. Give it to me.
Mercedes, she pulled up on Stephanie at Arena Mexico on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was dope.
She did.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a huge fan of CMLL this year. I think I said on the podcast a couple weeks ago that I was all for Forbidden Door being AEW versus CMLL and just leaving New Japan completely out of it. Real quick, before we dive into the match, I just want to say how embarrassed I was for my man Ultimo Guerrero last night.
What happened?
Yeah.
So, like, Ultimo Guerrero has been unmasked for damn near a decade.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. Like, the man has not wrestled in the mask in like I said, about 10 years. So the fact that he wrestled with the mask last night and he wasn't told until an hour before the match that he needed to put the mask on.
I didn't know
that they had to make a mask in 1 hour.
Who the fuck did that?
I didn't know that was part of this.
And keep in mind, this is not no like Fightful report. This is not Dave Meltzer. This directly came from Ultimo Guerrero.
Well, look, I'd have brought my mask with me. You know what I'm saying? Now I gonna have to start bringing his mask with him because he don't know he don't know if he gonna have to fucking throw it on to go. What kind of goofy ass shit is that?
That shit probably didn't fit. It probably was tight. It probably smelled.
How to make a mask? That is crazy.
That's nasty work, dude.
Yeah,
but I just wanted to throw that out how embarrassed I was for AEW to do that to a legend like that. But anyway, Mercedes,
lost Punk, nigga. Like, the niggas lost CM Punk.
Yeah, that's a good
He
point.
just all over the place. But I'm assuming everybody Mercedes Moné.
Yeah,
Without question.
yeah.
TNT ladder match championship. Takeshita, Mark Briscoe, Jack Perry, Dante Martin, Leo Rush, and a person to be determined. I feel like the easy pick here is Jack Perry, but I wouldn't be mad if it was Mark Briscoe.
Double belts.
So the Ring of Honor belt is just you're gonna have double belt with no matter what. If you got that, it's double belt time.
My dog, Athena's gonna be out for 6 months, and they talking about not taking the title off of her.
You're right.
Yep.
Damn, that's true.
And
is Daniel Garcia in this match, man?
He should be.
I'm gonna write a letter or something, man.
You think
Dear QT Marshall, I know you ain't doing shit, so can you ask if we can have Daniel Garcia in the match, please? Thank you. All the best.
Is there a conversation to be had about like that Dave completely fumbled Daniel Garcia?
Yeah, they do that a lot.
that's a great question.
He had a lot of momentum coming back, especially when he was coming back, going in between. Like, I don't know if I want to be in this stupid ass group anymore, and like sometimes you can't pick up on the momentum, but you. That dance shit is fucking hilarious, nigga. Like that shit ain't going nowhere. So
as it shouldn't.
Right. I don't know if they fumbled, but I know damn sure they have not took advantage. I mean, there's obviously still young, and there's still time, but I have been quite frustrated with what they've been doing because it's like, how do y'all not see how over this man is? How do y'all not see how much love, not just in fans, but in the locker room? Like, people love this dude. And, you know, I get, like you said, the Jack Perry thing, the angle with the whole elite thing. I understand it. But at some point in time, y'all got to do something to capitalize on this man because it's just a throwaway if you don't.
Dance, nigga. Dance, nigga.
Dance for me. No. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna go and say fumble per se, but like Chaz said, they definitely have not taken like any type of advantage that they've had with his popularity. When he actually, I thought when he was going on that, like losing all those matches in the tournament they had, I thought he was gonna like go
come
ahead,
out of that.
like something was gonna like come through that.
Yeah,
like maybe he might have like one more bad like showing, and then he'll just start going on like a crazy run, and then it'll build something. But he's kind of just been there doing his thing, chilling with FTR.
I think Daniel Garcia, like, he's at that point for me where, like, if he won the title, like, I'd be like, oh, that's what's up. Like, it's like each time the momentum drops, and then like it goes back up, my enthusiasm just like dwindles down. Case in point, we talking about Daniel Garcia, and he's not even in this match. Like, clearly people want to see him in a predominant spot, but would it be better like if Jack Perry won this and then Garcia win it from him later on this year? Or would you just automatically go ahead and put Daniel Garcia in this match and have him win? You got Leo Rush now. Leo Rush has made the return to AEW. He's been killing it. Leo Rush could be anybody in this match could theoretically be a great TNT champion. I already know for a fact it's not Dante Martin, so we can go ahead. You know what I mean? That's my son, but can't. He's not.
Dante Martin, your son. Hey, man. Dante doing all right. You know what I mean?
You're all right, man.
On and off the court. You know what I mean? The 2 games like Pee Wee Kirkland.
But who's everybody's pick? Like I said, my final pick, I'm going with Mark Briscoe.
Jack Perry.
Yeah, it's gonna be a scapegoat.
Scapegoat.
I ain't heard of who's scapegoat. I ain't heard of a good scapegoat since Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
if not Garcia, then yeah, I guess Jack.
And then the main event: Swerve, Will Ospreay, world title.
Mm.
Yo, this man, yo, dog, this man Swerve began barred up.
Bars.
Barred up, get barred up by a nigga that calls you chap. Like, what's gonna do, bro? Huh? I'll smack in your face, chap. So politely call you a bitch. And I'm like, come on, Swerve.
You looking to do a duel, bruv. Like, Will got that. Will get, like I said, like it's like night and day. Will comes out, like the crowd going crazy. Swerve, like you might have like 5 people in the audience still doing the dance. You know what I mean? Like,
whose house? You still get
Swerve. You know what it is about Swerve as world champion? The shit don't feel authentic to me.
Feel like they were trying to make history.
Yeah, like it just doesn't come across like the moment's cool. That's what's up. But it just does not scream like authenticity of a world champion to me.
I was happy that he won it, man, but I just like what do you like? What kind of like you're shooting yourself in the foot? Like, why are you going to feed Will Ospreay to Swerve so quick? Like, you already put the international title on him, and then he took it off one of your main pillars, like the lazy pillar. Mm-hmm. Like, he already got a belt. Like, and then like I know you want to throw him in there just to give him something to do. But
all right, boom. Here's a good question then. Does it feel like at this point they just gave the run to Swerve just to be like, oh, we crowned a black champion?
Oh, like a filler. like a
damn. Damn. You said this ain't canon?
Nigga champ check.
Just knocked it out of it. That's cold. I mean, it's definitely a possibility. And it's that they're gonna
make it an achievement.
Well, there's that answer.
Achievement unlocked.
Yeah, achievement unlocked. Nigga champ achievement unlocked. Yeah.
I think
they can't say we ain't do it.
I think 2 things can be. I mean, personal feelings aside about the individual, he did have an amazing run up until that point, and it just kind of collided with him being the first champion. Now, having said that, to your point, Nick, I do feel it has been kind of not necessarily, forced, but in a pocket of, I think Swerve wanted to do his best to get away from the things that were happening off the court with him, and so he did his damnedest to try to do that. But it never felt like after that he got a title and after everything that happened, it never felt like he got back to that moment where like the Wembley moment or the moments up to that where it was just Swerve Mania the whole time. It never felt like we saw it again. It was like a lightning in a bottle. So I don't know if he loses now, but I wouldn't be shocked either if he does. Because if let's say he does lose, because I do think they're going to give us a hell of a match. And if they want to pivot it to doing it more than once, I don't know what's going to happen with Hangman, but, doing it more than once up into Wembley again, then, you know what I'm saying, that could be something. Again, like I said, what happens with Hangman will determine a lot. I don't think it's over between them two at all. So we'll see. But I just like I said, once everything that kind of happened with him outside of the ring, it did feel kind of forced up to that point. Like I never felt the same way when I was looking at Swerve again.
I just feel like they're treading water.
Yeah.
He's trying to make it.
Treading water.
I guess one way we can look at it is how he loses the belt. Like if he out here,
this nigga 7 minutes.
Yeah, like if he's basically just getting washed, then we know what this all was.
Yeah. If
they actually have him like die like a good champion's death and lose, then maybe something can maybe there was more to it than what we are suggesting.
Think of it like this is big match Will. So this match is going to go at least 25-30, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Swerve can go that distance too.
Yeah. I think he might need a draw.
I've seen the draw theory multiple times. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But do you really end the pay-per-view in a draw? You know what I mean? Like,
man, I think
has
that's
it been done before? Has it been done before in this type of magnitude?
I mean, it has. Like we've seen double countouts, we've seen double disqualifications.
Right.
Like, the draw makes sense. You know what I mean?
It's Forbidden Door. They like, Forbidden Door. You know what I mean? Like, oh man,
I'm about to say,
like, you can do a draw there. Get a draw in there. You know what I mean? That way he still looks good. They still, cause that's the only way. That's the only way to save face. I think they were treading water for Hangman to come back. So. I think they kind of backed themselves in the corner when they fucking stuck the international belt on them and then put them right into the like. So what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
I know you're trying to make this Don Callis bullshit go through, but like they just kind of like I think they're just trying to they kind of got in their own way. It was like, oh my god, we got to put on the best wrestler. This Will Ospreay.
I feel like I said, it's gonna be a good match. It's just
Ricochet got to show up.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna be
yeah, Ricochet, it stops. He ends it. He calls Big Bill the match.
Yeah, just front flips into the middle of him like wah, 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 and it lays like this and shit. Like, yeah, what's up, nigga? Like, yeah, I'm here now.
You know how mad Scotland would be. He would hate life. He would probably turn the pay-per-view off immediately.
Oh shit!
Piss me off so fucking much. You will never see me cover AEW as long as that nigga's in the promotion. Like, oh, well, it's time for the AEW portion of the podcast. Here's DMac, Nolo, and Chaz.
I'm going to tend to my begonias. This is the way y'all talk about this, because fuck that guy. All right.
Oh shit!
Damn, man, he all right? You be doing flips and shit.
So we're at the last part. I'm gonna ask you, gentlemen, how we want to do this. Do we want to finish out the little bit of quick roll up that we have for the wrestling and then talk about Gang Chella, or do you want to talk about Gang Chella and finish up with a quick roll up?
Gang Chella last.
Bet. All right. Quick roll up, easy money, right? We've already talked about Seth Rollins returning and everything like that. Money in the Bank qualifiers. So far, we have Jay Advance, Io Sky, Chelsea Green, Andrade, and Carmelo. So far with the field, are we happy with who we got in?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, I'm not mad at none of these picks, and I'm excited to see all of them in there.
Oh yeah, I was thoroughly happy with how they did it so far.
Do you see any like dark horses entering the match? Like, you know what I mean? I could see, like, I feel like.
Can we say Chelsea Green is a dark horse? I mean, in no disrespect, in no way.
Chelsea Green, my pick.
Yeah, that's my pick.
She might be a front runner to win.
I feel it. I'm with it. I'm with it.
You know how hilarious she's gonna be with that briefcase?
Oh,
whole different color. It's gonna have sparkles and man. What?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Remember the Brock box, nigga? What do you think she about to do? She about to turn that shit into a cell phone, nigga. Like, I hope so. I hope she wins. I got her and Melo. Those are my picks.
I can see Carmelo. Come on, man. Melo in the bank. That's money right there.
Come on.
I do say I see Jay winning it, but I do see the blood. Like, that's how you get him back in the bloodline storyline.
Okay.
Like, he does the hero thing and try to cashes it in the right way, and then somebody messes it up like Solo, and then he gets jumped, and that's how you get Jay back into the front.
I like it.
Every time he gets out, they pull him back in.
They pull it. Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Shane
said it best. Like, does one of them New Cat Republic niggas got to be in there? I think so.
You always need a British nigga in the match. So last year was Butch or Pete Dunne. So give it to big strong boy Bate. You know what I mean? Let him.
That'd be perfect for him.
I'm with it.
Twirling around.
Yeah, just tossing niggas off of shit. Just fake punch like, ha down. Sit over there, nigga.
New Day have a little promo on Monday. You know what I mean, setting up this match between Karrion Kross and Kofi Kingston, and it's not looking good, boys. Not looking good. Not looking good. Man, Kofi kept interrupting my man Xavier. You know what I mean?
He ain't like it.
Is it time?
No.
Damn, all right.
Everybody start yelling at you.
Hey, brother, take it easy.
No. No, it is not.
Asking stupid ass questions like that.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Penalty box right now.
I almost got put out the damn podcast. Good Lord.
All I said was it's not looking good.
I thought that's where we were going. I'm sorry. So sorry.
I mean, friends fight, brothers fight. I mean,
you right.
We can get something like that. Like maybe they can be something like that, man. I just don't want it just to be fucking just like
it's over.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like I want some room to be like, yeah, we can
reconcile.
Be friends.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
You know, if there was a what I think is going to happen is I feel like Karrion's going to win. He's going to beat Kofi, and I feel like the Final Testament they just going to beat the shit out of Kofi, and Xavier not coming out.
Dang.
Or he gonna take his time and do the Jeff Hardy nigga. Like, oh, my brother get beat up. What?
That hurts my heart. That hurt my heart just thinking about it.
So
wait a minute.
You wouldn't even have
supposed to
come
get
out?
Jumped, slaughtered, and ain't won't be no breakup. Shit. All right.
Hey, sometimes you gotta watch your friends go through shit, especially when they've been disrespecting you a little bit. Like, hey, dog, I love you, but you need to be taught this lesson real quick.
Hey. Do we have anything interrupt me?
Bet you won't interrupt me again.
This is a learning lesson. Like,
right.
Waffle House?
Teachable moment.
Waffle House.
Chinese? Like, yeah, let's go, man.
Caleb Braxton leaving WWE. 8 years in the game. How we feeling?
I didn't see it coming. I'll tell you that much.
I did.
For real.
I did.
Hey,
man.
That girl been done.
Oh shit! All right.
Man, as soon as Samantha started taking over shit, she knew her days were numbered, nigga. Your days are numbered. Like,
the same for you.
You are not the beautiful light-skinned girl we want on our television program.
Yeah, she don't like she not like us. Like she don't like us either, nigga. Like she'll.
Man.
Over or under it takes Kayla 1 year to embrace her MAGA side 100%.
Her and Tommy Loren, you know what that podcast would do, my nigga? Oh, like her and Tommy Loren on Outkick.
Shoot, her and Charlie Caruso.
Oh yeah, man. Damn.
They do a MAGA style podcast.
But
the MAGA powers.
The MAGA powers.
They gonna do it.
Oh yeah, best of luck in your future endeavors. Whatever.
Nasty.
Whatever that look like.
Just two more things to throw up there. Or three. Joe Hendry popped up at NXT Heat Wave, was eliminated first, but that nigga
everybody has
numbers.
Going crazy.
He's a boogeyman.
That nigga did Wilt Chamberlain numbers. The fuck?
Shit, oh boy. He was the first night there.
First night out the gate. Damn.
Shoot, I think they said he surpassed the Wyatt's debut in terms of like the numbers he's doing on social media. Yeah.
Damn.
That nigga's an industry plant.
He's Tommy Richmond. Yeah. He's $1 million baby.
$1 million baby. Yeah.
He's $1 million baby.
Yeah, that's the perfect fit.
Yo, I like that shit. Yo, like, that shit is cool. So eventually, you're gonna be like, all right, man. That's enough.
Death blow for Nolo. Athena out 4 to 6 months with an injury. Damn shame that is how one of the greatest title runs ends, and like, you know what I mean? Like Athena, like this is one of those, like, we don't see Athena unless you watch Ring of Honor. So it's like 4 to 6 months. She's already had multiple injuries. Like, time is precious, man.
Yeah,
the best in the world. She was the best wrestler in the world. Like,
without question.
You can make an argument
without easily.
like easily make an argument, like a very easy argument. And like I just hope she heals up, man. Like I remember a lot of people was really hard on her when they let her go, and like they were talking all that shit, and she went over there and putting that shit on the map. Man, it was one of the best things over there. Ring of Honor,
absolutely,
she was keeping the lights on.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean? So man, like yo, hope no speedy recovery.
That's all I can hope for, man. It was sad when you sent me that video. I said, "Yo, stop playing, ruin my whole day for a bit." Because like this is like one of the worst ways like this could like end like this. Like even I know that they talk about like keeping the title on there and stuff, but like what I think how they were gonna do like the ending of her like title reign was just gonna be amazing. And because everything she's done while she was the champion, and leading up to her winning the belt was like magical and just a beautiful thing to watch. To see her become like one of the best wrestlers in the world and show like what she could really do.
Yeah.
Well
So
said.
speedy recovery to her.
Absolutely.
But let's go ahead and talk about this gang shit, man. Gang challenge. Let's talk about some real shit real quick. Yeah, that shit was incredible.
Some of us. I know a couple niggas. There's a couple niggas out there, man. And that's been my favorite part about this entire beef is it's been the stands just yelling at each other. And then just seeing the shit that they've been saying to each other, I'm just like, yo, this is hilarious, man. This is hilarious. But I don't know if you could. I don't know if anybody can do this though, man. I've never seen so many bloods in my life, and some Crips sprinkled in. You know what I'm saying? Like the blueberries and blueberry pancakes. They was like,
it was like when you do French toast and you put the strawberries and the blueberries together.
Yeah. They got to be there, like, yeah.
Nah, this was monumental, man. Like I normally don't like when there's like a concert like being broadcast on TV. Like I very rarely will sit down and watch it. Like I said, we got done with the watch list. I instantly put that shit on as soon as I got home. Like it just felt like it was like it can't miss like programming, mainly because like this nigga is doing a show on Juneteenth in Inglewood. And you're coming off bodying, you know what I mean? Like there's so many layers that you can attach to this.
It meant something different. Like when you're I'm from California. I've been in California my whole life. So when I put it on, so I had it on. I was like, I'm gonna have. Because I think I was one of the 4,200 people that watched Dynamite because it was just on my TV. I would put it on my phone, with my little earphones. You know what I mean? So I was one of the 63 people that watched tonight. You know what I mean? And so I'm watching it, and then I'm like, yo, I was like, okay, niggas are showing up. All right. First song, like, because like, a lot of people didn't know, like, yo, I didn't know who this person was, but I looked up the song, like, you know, so I'm downloading the song. So the first song come on, and I knew who it was. I said, we gonna be this type of show. We're gonna be one of these shows, and then it was just person after person after person. Everybody's like, oh, okay. The problem came out. I said, oh, okay, now it's about to get good. Once Mustard came out, that's when I knew everybody was, yeah, man, it's different. It was different, man. Like just being like you could just feel the energy, like everybody just uniting to stomp out, like to stomp on a nigga grave, like just like that.
To choose a side.
Yeah, man, just uniting, like just like you, like because it's a different thing. Like we can make fun of each other, but once somebody else says something about us, we're like, whoa. It's always been like that.
There
was a whole bunch of niggas on the east side. You know what I'm saying? Was East Coast, West Coast beef? Yeah, and it was like, yo, we don't like you niggas, but we definitely don't like these niggas. So
it's the fact that Drake even had the audacity to say he got more love in California than Kendrick. Like
I think
he said in his city. In his city.
Yo,
like he wild disrespectful.
that really pissed him off. He was like, "Yo, you know who the fuck you talking to, nigga?" Like, I think it was more of that. Like he was stomping in the fact, like, "Yo, do you know who you are fucking with right now?" Like, I know you learned your lesson already when you fucking put out the hard part white flag. All right. Like I know you already learned your lesson, but I want you to really make sure that you never do this again.
Somebody said that there was somebody on the stage and like they had like the full red, couldn't see their face, like they had a mask, but then they had the sunglasses on. Somebody was like, that was Tupac.
It said Tupac was in the Raptors waiting like Sting, nigga. Like what if I need to drop down there and do California Love? You know, we really want to see.
Chaz, what did you think of it, yo?
What? No,
the fast 10 angles, nigga.
Oh my god, that nigga had Kevin Dunn on the production.
I was throwing up, nigga. I knew he had another job doing something.
Got a headache.
That man with the Amazon.
That was hatred personified, ladies and gents. That was. I never seen somebody have a end run of a victory lap like Kendrick. I've never seen this in hip hop. Not even the Nas and JB. You know what I'm saying? We've never seen a beef to this magnitude, and social media has only made it, you know what I mean, for better or for worse, however you want to look at it. But you know, I don't want to get too deep, but yeah, it was deeper than, you know, Drake and Kendrick. It was basically Kendrick looking at Drake basically as a colonizer. Like, you only doing this, you know what I mean? You're not doing this for the love. You're not doing this for the game. You're only doing this for your stat pad. You're only doing this because it's fun. It's fun for you. You know what I'm saying? But to see someone cultivate a 10+ year animosity, to see someone just stew and brew in pure unadulterated hatred for one person, I ain't never seen nothing like it. And then it had, like, the stars all came along, because he didn't just do this on any other day. My nigga, it was nigga day. It was us. In one of the blackest cities ever. What?
You know what?
James was there.
You know,
you know that had to hurt Drake's heart, bro. Because you know he loved Bron.
Bro,
One of his favorite things.
Bron in his eyes and said, "You said I would never let you down."
I let you down. I just didn't want to let you down.
And Bron was having a great time.
My nigga.
Singing all the words.
If it weren't for Savannah, he probably would have been on that stage. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, he definitely had that. Babe, let me go on stage with my friends.
I think the fuck not.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, man. My favorite moment was the Black Hippie reunion. That shit meant everything. That shit meant everything to me, man. It's still real to me, damn it.
Yo, man, we were just rapping the Absol, rapping 616 in LA to Absol. I was like,
and that, I think that part with the Black, because, you know, especially with with everything Ab has been through, you know, because I think maybe a couple years ago or recently, he tried to take his life, and then he suffers with something that makes him legally blind. So that moment alone was probably my favorite. To see him, to be up in this moment, to see him back with his brothers who he started with. You can't make stuff like that up. And to know you're able to see it in that moment, you had to see it right then and there. Like, watching on social media didn't really do it justice. Like, if you were able to watch it right then and there, and like you said, us coming from that blog era, that, you know what I'm saying, Black saw the come up, that took the cake.
Man, I just want to say shout out to Erica, aka Jane Doe, because she was in the building. She was able to, she got to experience it. I was like, man, I know you had an amazing time in there. And, you know, is she from there and everything? That had to be like just a whole communal experience of hatred and beautiful love.
Like seeing like the clips from the video they shot yesterday, right in Compton for like.
That's like the big, like,
where he was at. Like, they know where you're at.
Easily.
it's just California, just like, yo, oh, I know where that's at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I know where that's like, oh, I know what that means. Like, when you saying shit, just like, oh man, I know it was really great. My favorite part, I don't give a fuck, when YG came out with all the ignorance, like that's when I was like, yes. That's when I was heavily drinking. Because I'm like, oh, YG is here. And he's doing all the songs that I like, and the one with Drake that he's not gonna let do. Yeah. It was a California front of ass whooping.
Shit, man. Seeing Tommy the Clown made me pop.
No question. No question.
I was like the OG.
They brought out Tommy.
I said, oh, he is not playing with the culture shit. Yeah. He's gonna Kendrick got that same hammer that Eric Rowan had said. It says culture on the side. He was hitting that nigga in the head, with it the whole night, every single piece of it.
Dog, my favorite part is that this man set a tone immediately. It started
immediately.
Immediately. I said, yo, this. Oh, I was like, oh, this is what we're doing. Every song was deliberate. It meant something. Because it was a lot of people found out that night that DNA and Element have like subs and Drake in it. Just talk, and I was just like, yo, every song means something. Even I still think when they played Stand during the intermission, it meant something.
Oh man, that's the first thing I thought. I was like,
you got to be a signal to play that.
And then let's go ahead and play a Millie by Wayne.
Yeah. That's conniving. Like, yeah, we know what you did. That was conniving, sir.
Yeah, everybody.
You conniving Canadian, you like that shit. You know, he did like playing Not Like Us 74 times. Like it, like that's now you're just standing over him now. Like that. Now you're just standing over him, just like
and pissing at that.
Shoot too. You just
didn't even want to turn it off at that point.
Nope.
They took a picture.
Still locked in.
They took a picture and then said, "Let's do it again.
Let's do it
one more time.
One more time, dickheads.
Let's keep the hatred going."
Hey, y'all.
Then the crowd was singing the song as they were leaving.
Bro, as soon as the lights went out, when the lights went out, and before E40 started narrating Kendrick's part, they were chanting "OB Ho," like they were chanting it.
That's a wrap. That's a game.
This is definitely a cultural moment, a shift in the culture, and I was happy we was able to witness it in real time, man. I don't know if we'll ever get another June team like this, brother. Whew.
Hey, this another thing that solidified is that there is one true king. It is not of Cali. It is of hip hop. It is Kendrick. He is number one, numero uno. Nobody else. No one is coming close.
You know who the biggest savior in all this is? Schoolboy Q.
Schoolboy motherfucker.
Telling J. Cole, like, hey, man.
Schoolboy Q.
Probably shouldn't do this.
Homie of the year, bro. Homie of the year.
Boy.
Yo, he's
dog.
He's his guardian angel. Like
you know the meme that you put the hand on the shoulder? That's what Schoolboy Q did to J. Cole. Hey, brother, I don't think you want to do that.
You need to go home right now, my G.
Go on, work on that final album. This ain't for you. This is not for you.
Hey, I know they're going to make fun of you.
Yes. You are not going to survive this. So you might. So, gentlemen, gonna have to wrap this up because I'm starting to hear the ghost that's in this building.
I feel you.
He definitely wants me to leave because I can hear shit rattling down at the other end of the hallway.
Man, that's an early security guard,
bro. We want to, got stuff I got to do in life. So, but once again, for UCJ, for Benny, for Graham, y'all boys, if nobody ever tells y'all are certified legends, you have put your name if this shit was to die tomorrow, y'all are on the front of the line when it comes to legends in this industry. And I'm not just talking about in wrestling media, I'm talking about the whole of professional wrestling. What y'all have done to influence generations. In time, they will talk about the impact Public Enemies podcast had on wrestling. And so I want y'all boys to never forget, like, y'all really molded everything we love about professional wrestling. Y'all brought culture to professional wrestling. Y'all brought like, you know, true funny moments. You know what I mean? Like I know and I'm not speaking just for my brothers, but I feel like I'm speaking for everybody when I say when we see a Public Enemies post pop up on our timeline, it's an instant retweet because y'all mean that much to the culture. So for us, I know for other podcasts, we appreciate y'all so much, and we want y'all to have every bit of flowers y'all deserve.
Oh, man,
Yes,
that's hard. It make me want to run through a wall for this guy right here. You know what I'm saying? Yo, man, like we appreciate y'all just as much as y'all appreciate us, man. Like we're all in this together.
Yes, sir.
And anytime that we can help each other, man, like these are the moments that we can go back on. Like, yo, man, we always, you know what I'm saying, we were part of each other's story. And we love y'all. Like, I appreciate y'all for having me on. Like, I was excited, man. I thought it was last week. I was like, yo, this is Father's Day, nigga. I was like, oh yeah, it is Father's Day. Yeah, okay, for sure. I ain't got no kids anyway, so it don't matter. And but nah, man. Like we really appreciate y'all, man. And like this is just the beginning. We all together, and like, man, we love y'all just like y'all love us.
Without
like,
question.
Let
me tell you something, bro. Before I got back into this pocket, I would always see Public Enemy podcasts on like the Shade Room, Neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, Bleacher Report about something that happened in the culture, and y'all made a funny ass tweet about it. I'm like, what the fuck are these niggas, man? Why I don't know them? So the fact that now I'm in this pocket and knowing who y'all are and knowing what y'all represent just makes it that much better. But I'm saying it to say that if you never feel like y'all not doing as much as y'all possibly can, please don't ever take that for granted, because y'all move the needle. Y'all push the culture forward. You are a part of what we do tenfold. You know what I mean? Your stamp on what you've done rings bells no matter what it is. And so it's important, like Nick said, it's important, especially us, when we have that moment to give y'all the flowers and to let you know that without y'all, there is no, you know what I'm saying, BGW. And that's something that we can stand on.
Yeah. Man, y'all my niggas, man.
Hey, absolutely, man. I was happy we got the meet in Philly this year for WrestleMania.
Yeah,
we got to get some free rock grapes energy drinks.
Oh, the fucking Zoas. Yeah, nigga just threw it. Nigga just throwing cases at us, nigga.
They was giving it to us. It was a great night.
Holy shit, man. I am like, what are we? Yo, man. We're gonna do yo, man. I really appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Yeah,
I can speak for them when I say that, yo, man. We all gonna help each other.
Yes, sir. And like I said, you know what I mean? Anytime y'all ever want to come back on this platform, the door is 100% open. You know what I mean? We'll touch base later on in the year. Hopefully we can get everybody, you know what I mean? Like a full super team in the building. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But before we get up out of here, please tell everybody where they can find you, where they can find the podcast, what days y'all be rocking. The floor is yours, my brother.
Oh, man. Well, you know what I'm saying? 1/3 of the PE3. I'm at that's me, at that's _me _ part of the enemy's PE3. You know what I'm saying? The best thing in pro wrestling. I think that's what that nigga says, man. Graham will be mad if I say that wrong. But, you know what I mean? Everything starts with WrestleMania 9. You know what I mean? That's our motto. And yeah, man, Pro Wrestling's Breakfast Club. You know what I mean? Every Thursday. You know what I mean? We record live. It'll be out every Friday. You know what I mean? We got a Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Public Enemies Podcast, Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Follow my brothers at Oh My God Graham. You know what I'm saying? He's the Red Ranger, even though he don't want him to be. That's it. You know what I'm saying? He's Red Ranger. And Benny, you know what I'm saying? At the Son of Mars. There's some underscores in there. I just don't know. And yeah, man. Just catch us, man. We always around. And talk to us. We'll talk back to y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all having us.
Oh, without question. This is the BGW busy week because obviously we start out with Public Enemies. This Wednesday we will be back for the watch list with Hearts. And for the first time, we will not be doing a match. Instead, we will be doing a moment. And that moment is the Goldberg heel turn in 2000. So Hearts will be on, the perfect person to talk about that. And
Absolutely.
then, yeah, that's going to be an episode. And then,
boy.
it's going to be an episode.
Boy.
And then Thursday, we will be back with the owner of BCW, Anthony Cole, and we'll be talking to him about the promotion, what they got going on, and then we'll disappear in the sunset for a little bit. But you can find me at PoeticScotland on X. You can find me at Scotland_Underwood on Instagram.
You can find me at Raleoftheleaf on Twitter, Instagram. Follow the 2 pod pages on the same 2 platforms at bgwpod.
You can find me, Chaz OB, IG, my man Zo, X.
And you can find me at your bitch crib.
Hey.
And if you can't find me there, then you can find me at DMacTardy on all platforms.
Never late to the party.
Never late for the party. But unless we got anything else, CJ, bro, we appreciate you. Appreciate Benny. Thank you so much for tapping in with us. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do this again.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, without question. Easy.
And I'm gonna be way more wasted. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give y'all a good show. I'm gonna give y'all a good show.
Everybody gonna be
oh man, I appreciate it, man. For real, man. We gotta do
absolutely,
this again,
man.
Absolutely.
So until next time, Nolo, we got anything else?
Nah, that's it, my brother.
Chaz, we got anything else? Until next time, we are out.
Peace out to my world.
And at the end of the day,
The day gotta end.
goddamn right.